Welcome back. This is chapter 4, The Enemy, written by Per Asbach. And today I'm going to explain page number 30th to you. So here we go. He stood gazing down on the motionless man. This man must have extraordinary vitality, or he would have been dead by now. But then he was very young, perhaps not yet 25. So Sadao kept on staring down on this motionless man. He kept on looking at this man with fixed eyes. This man must have extraordinary vitality, because this man, he just was surprised to see him still alive, because a man with ordinary willpower could not survive for so long. So he came to this conclusion that he must have very strong willpower, very strong stamina, very strong willpower to live further, and that's why he was still alive. And the second point that was positive about him was that he was very young. Going by his appearance, he looked as if he was not yet 25. That is, he was quite young. You mean die from the operation? Hannah asked. Previously, Sadao made this remark, what if he died? And to make it clear further, Hannah asked if he meant dying from operation or dying during operation. Yes, Sadao said, and Sadao positively answered her. Sadao said yes. Hannah considered this doubtfully, and when she did not answer, Sadao turned away. Hannah was dubious. She was skeptical about this remark made by Sadao, because she could not believe that he would not try to save him. And when there came no answer, when she did not answer, Sadao turned away. When there came no answer from Hannah, Sadao turned away. He started to move out of the room. At any rate, something must be done with him, he said, and first he must be washed. And as he was moving out of the room, he was uttering a few things. He said, something must be done about him urgently, and the very first thing that should be done was that he needed washing. He should be washed. He went quickly out of the room, and Hannah came behind him. He moved out of the room very quickly, and Hannah followed her. She did not wish to be left alone with the white man. She didn't wish to be there alone with the white man. He was the first she had seen since she left America, and that was the first white man that she had seen after leaving America, after she completed her studies and returned to Japan. And now he seemed to have nothing to do with those whom she had known there, and this white man had nothing to do with those people that she had some connection with whom she spent a part of her life there in America. Though he was also American, but he had no connection with those particular people. Here he was an enemy, a menace, living or dead. Here this man, this American, was her enemy, a menace, a threat, whether living or dead. She turned to the nursery and called Yumi. Now out of the bedroom, she was now proceeding going towards nursery, and reaching there she called out to Yumi. But the children heard her voice and she had to go in for a moment, and as she gave a call to Yumi, her voice was heard by the children, and she was compelled to go in for a moment to the children and smile at them and play with the baby boy. She had to smile at them, she had to be good to them for a while, and also had to play with the baby boy who was merely 3 months old. Over the baby's soft black hair she motioned with her mouth, and as she held the baby, she motioned her mouth over the baby's black hair and beckoned to her that she was needed and she needed to come with her. "I will put the baby to bed," Yumi replied. "He is ready." Now she said that she would first, she took permission from her to let her first put the baby to bed because he was ready to go to sleep. She went with Yumi into the bedroom next to the nursery and stood with the boy in her arms while Yumi spread the sleeping quills on the floor and led the baby between them. Now both of them went to the bedroom which was next to nursery, and there she stood with the baby in her arms while Yumi spread the quills on the floor and then laid the baby between them, between the quills. And then Hannah led the way quickly and softly to the kitchen, and from there they moved very quickly and very cautiously, very softly. They didn't want to disturb the kids. And from there they moved to the kitchen. The two servants were frightened at what their master had just told them. The two servants there were frightened at what their master had informed about the presence of an American there. The old gardener, who was also a house servant, pulled the few hairs on his upper lip. The old gardener, who was also the house servant, who was the main servant of the house, pulled his few hairs, the few hairs that were left on his head, were pulled by him and pulled down to his upper lip in shock, in utter shock. The master ought not to heal the wound of the white man, he said bluntly to Hannah, the oldest servant of the house. Bluntly said it to Hannah that master should not treat him, should not heal his wound. The white man ought to die. First he was shot, then the sea caught him and wounded him with rocks. So he said that he ought to die. He was to die. First he was shot, then the sea caught him, and then she wounded him with rocks. If the master heals what the gun did and what this sea did, they will take revenge on us. That is, the gun tried to kill him, or even the sea tried to kill him. And if here master tried to give him, say, life, if he tried to heal his wound. If he tried to save his life, then these will take revenge on him. Not on him, but on us as well. I will tell him what you say, Hannah replied courteously. Here, Hannah was very polite, she was very humble, and with humility she replied, I will convey your message or your words to your master. But she herself was also frightened. Even she was frightened here too. Although she was not superstitious as the old man was, although she was not superstitious as the old gardener was, still she was afraid, she was scared from inside. So this is all for now. Thank you.